Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff, aka GCurse here. Welcome to another Amazon Deliveries video. Today I have a figure that I am very excited to share with everybody, and I'm going to get to that right about now. I always believe that every product line there is that one figure that blows everything else out of the water. When it came to Transformers Legacy Evolution, I personally think that the best figure out of that line was the Voyager class Tarn. When it comes to Age of the Primes, ladies and gentlemen, I think we got that figure pretty early in this product line's lifespan, and that is the leader class Megatronus, the Fallen. And here he is in all his glory, ladies and gentlemen. This figure feels it feels like it is top quality. It feels very sturdy. It doesn't have that much in the way of hollow spots. It doesn't I don't even really see any hollow spots at all. This is a nicely enclosed figure. This figure, I think it is from the comic universe. That's what I put down for its universe identity. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. This is a leader class figure, and this is from the Age of the Primes. Alrighty, so let's turn on the cameras. There we go. Before I get to the figure itself, let's actually take a quick look at the box. This is actually an awesome display here for Megatronus the Fallen. I think they dedicate a lot of their time to this artwork because it just looks outstanding, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so we have Transformers Age of the Primes. The 13 Megatronus the Fallen, you have his little symbol here. Transformers Age of the Primes, as you already know. Here he is in his alt mode. Primary mode, it looks freaking awesome. 38 steps. I think it says 38. Yeah, 38 steps to convert it from either alt to primary or primary to alt. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Yeah, that seems about the right amount of steps for this figure. On this side, you have more of that artwork, the panoramic, I guess you could really say. It says basically till all are one. Transformers, Age of the Prime Leader class. On the top, Megatronus the Fallen. On this side, you have some more of that artwork of Megatronus. Looks freaking awesome. On the back, you have your typical stock photos. This figure actually comes with quite a decent amount of accessories. Anyway, here he is in his primary or alt mode, sorry, his tank mode. Primary mode, he comes with a cannon. And then it says something down here. I do not know what that says. It's Cybertronian, the language. But it looks freaking awesome. It looks awesome. Now, onto the figure, ladies and gentlemen. This figure, I think that this is that figure for Age of the Primes in 5 years, in 10 years, when people are talking about Age of the Primes, people are going to probably say, hey, did he get Megatronus? Because this is that figure. This is that figure that is going to carry the power, not the power of the Primes, carry the Age of the Primes product line for the next couple years. Anyway, the articulation is superb. Everything that's meant to be articulated is articulated. Ankles, you got your ankle tiltage here, ankle tiltage, knee, leg. You have your waist. Let's see here, arms. The arms, the hands actually open up, which is nice. There you go. It opens up. Let's take this off for the time being. You got your elbow, you got your shoulder, bicep. The head can do a full 360. And I think that's about it, but yeah, it is a very nice figure. Sadly, the flame effects, at least on this shoulder, do not want to stay on. They keep wanting to come off. But yeah, he looks freaking nice. So on the, and this is what he looks like in the front. Let's see here. There you go. This is what he looks like in the front, side, side, back. I have his little machete or sword or whatever you want to call that attached to his backpack. He comes with, I think this is like an axe. Either an axe or a spear. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's awesome. He comes with this blaster. The blaster looks awesome. You can either have the barrel hooked up to it, or you can just remove it. It looks good either way. I was looking at this blaster as I was getting ready to record this, and I noticed that there was a like a little pin right here, and I was thinking, you know what, that would have been awesome if this could do something. Now, I never look at the instructions. I actually have the instructions in the box right here, but I was tinkering with this, and come to find out, let's see if I can do it. Let's see here. This actually opens up. There it goes. It opens up. It's probably for the alt mode, but you can actually extend it a little bit, and that makes it look even cooler. How cool is that? How freaking cool is that? Now I'm just curious, can I actually hook it on to the back here? You can. Now here, let's actually change the orientation, or there you go. Kind of has a little bit of that Megatron look right there, if you ask me. But yeah, it looks freaking awesome. This figure, oh my god, I am so glad that I was actually I was interested in this figure. To be honest, until I saw this figure, I was kind of wondering if I was going to, you know, pass up that first couple waves of Age of the Prime. But once I saw this guy, I knew I wanted to start getting this product line. This is a very nice figure. It feels so solid. It feels solid. It does not feel hollow at all. If I didn't know any better, I would say this is like a third-party figure. It feels nice, but it's not third-party. It's official Hasbro, which makes you wonder if they could give this much attention to this figure. Look at that. No hollow bits. No hollow bits. If they could do that with this figure, why can't they do that with other figures? But yeah, so everything you get the sword or machete or whatever you want to call it. Here, let's move this guy back. You get the melee weapon, basically. You get two melee weapons, ladies and gentlemen. You get the blaster. You get, it's either a spear or an axe. Not sure exactly what it is. You get those three right there. That's freaking awesome. You rarely get more than two accessories. And then you get 4 flame effects. Both go, 2 of the large flame effects go on his shoulder. You get the 2 that go on to the backpack. Oh, and I forgot, you also got like this little accessory here. It's like a little missile pod. Like I said, you get a lot of stuff for this figure. I feel a little bit spoiled. I feel a little bit spoiled, and I like it. I like it, ladies and gentlemen. I strongly suggest, if you're curious, get this figure. You're going to not regret it. Alright, it's time for my final thoughts for the Age of the Primes comic universe leader class Megatronus the Fallen. This figure is pretty damn near perfect. It's pretty damn near perfect. When it comes to the positives, ladies and gentlemen, the box art, it's awesome. You get the figure, I already said it and I'll say it again, the figure feels solid. This is not a third-party figure. This is actually something that came out of Hasbro, which makes me like, wow, you know, like, wow, why is this figure, you know, why are none of the other figures that come out of Hasbro this awesome? You know, like, it feels like this thing feels like $1 million in my hand. The articulation, perfect. Accessories, you get a total of, let's see here, you get three weapons. You get the blaster. Here, hold on. You get the blaster. You get an axe or a spear or something, and then you get either a sword or a machete. It's nice, whatever it is. And then you get the 4 flame effects, that attached to Megatronus himself. You got 2 large ones for his shoulders or his arms, basically, and then you have a couple that are on the back of his backpack here. I know I already sound like I'm gushing over this figure, and I am. I admit I am. This is an awesome figure, and it's rare that you get a figure and it just blows you away. It's even more rare nowadays. I think Hasbro's kind of conditioned us to basically kind of just accept what it is that they offer or that they sell to the people. But when they actually go out of the way, it's actually something special, and this is one of those times. This figure looks like it is premium. I never bought a third-party figure before that I'm aware of. I have a couple, but I'm not sure if they're third party or what is classified as third party. But I'm pretty sure, from what I understand, third party figures are meant to kind of blow away Hasbro. Well, this figure, I don't think that any third party company could do better than this. This is an awesome figure. However, I really had to kind of, just scratch and claw to find some negatives for this figure because the figure is just so awesome. However, I came across two issues. There could have been at least a couple more flame effects. I would have loved to see some flame effects for his thighs and for his shins. The guy is supposed to be a walking furnace, if I understood the lore of this character correctly. And the fact that we have all the flames up on top, but we don't have anything down below, really? I would have just loved to see some flame effects, wrap around his, thighs and probably come out of the front of his shins. That would have made it fucking awesome. Awesome, awesome. And then finally, I don't know the logic behind it. I do not know the logic behind it, ladies and gentlemen. The little spear or axe or whatever the fuck you want to call this, it is soft rubber. That's right. We went back to Legacy Evolution Skullgrin. That's right. I don't know why they did it, but they did. It's a little bit it's soft rubber. You can bend it. This is fucking really, look at this. There is no reason that accessories or alone the Transformer itself should have any of this soft rubber garbage. If it wasn't for this, and this came with a couple couple more flame effects, I think we would have had a damn near perfect figure. I can look past the 4 flame effects. I can look past that, but the fact that this is rubber, this is that soft rubber. It's just like the goddamn blast effects that that were being sold in the War for Cybertron series and Legacy series. There's no reason why we're still using soft rubber for the accessories. I do not agree with that. I do not agree with that. It's a fumble. It's a fumble. But other than that, I do have to say that this is a pretty almost near perfect figure. I am very, very pleased with this figure. And like I said, this figure has given me confidence to buy some more of the Age of the Primes product line. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this Amazon Deliveries video. As always, if you feel like, feel free to click that like, the subscribe, and all that. And I'll see you next time. My name is Jeff, aka GCurse. Wishing you all a great day. Stay safe, everybody. Peace out.